Welcome back to a daily update. In the on-chain data, we have to take a look at the spot ETF inflows and also on the on-chain data here regarding the transfer volume from short-term holders in profit to exchanges. After that, we want to take a closer look at the open interest and on the liquidation heat map levels, which are also very interesting. In the chart analysis, we want to take a look at the daily time frame and on the hourly time frame because we had the fake out yesterday and we have to take a look at what is going on next with the Bitcoin price. So if you like our videos, leave a like and a subscription, and I would say have fun with the video.
Today it's Saturday, so we have the last inflows for this week, the Friday inflows of the Bitcoin spot ETFs. It was 220 million, so we saw an all green, very big week for the Bitcoin spot ETFs. $2.2 billion in this whole week flowed into the Bitcoin ETFs, which is the main reason why we are seeing this high prices for Bitcoin at the moment. We are consolidating in the $69,000 or $68,000 range, which is more or less our all-time high at the moment. So this is really bullish in my opinion. We can clearly see, as we predicted in yesterday's video, we saw this little wick to the upside at the moment where we topped the $68,000 because there was a large liquidity pool. We saw this pump to nearly 70,000, then got rejected again and saw a little dump. So we shaked out the high leverage positions here, but still in the bigger view we are slowly grinding here to the upside. And if we have a look on the even smaller time frames, the 12-hourly time frame, we can already see that there are again high leveraged short positions directly above us, which is building up a liquidity pool between the 69,000 and the 70,000. So these first two statistics are short-term and mid-term very bullish for Bitcoin because we are seeing the big inflows and we got our next bigger liquidity on the small time frames above us. And we can also see here, if we have a look on the exchange data, that we saw this large wick to the upside where we topped out to the 70,000, got rejected again, which again decreased the open interest a little bit while increasing the CVD spot. The CVD spot is the cumulative volume delta, which means there are more spot orders buying than selling, which means that here some high leverage positions got shaken out of the market, while this was bought up by spot buys, which is a clear sign for a sustainable rise to the upside. And we also are seeing that the funding fees are steadily decreasing. We are now at 0.02 funding fees, which is a very sustainable level for the bull market. So all these statistics here are looking pretty good, so that we can see a further increase in the Bitcoin price. The only thing we also have to have an eye on is the transferred volume from short-term holders in profit to exchanges. This is strongly increasing at the moment, which means that there are many persons that are sending Bitcoin to the exchanges at the moment, which are potentially in a profit. For sure, we have to mark here that we are nearly, or we are at our all-time highs more or less on the higher time frames, which means nearly all positions, all Bitcoin are at the moment in a profit. So all Bitcoin count in this statistic at the moment. But we still need to note that this means that many short-term holders are sending their Bitcoins, which are in the profit at the moment, to exchanges to be ready to sell them if we see probably further price increases. And then if we see further price improvements, they probably sell, which we will then see in the CVD spot. So at the moment they are probably not selling, or most of them are probably not selling, but they are getting ready to sell. So we have to look on these on-chain data for the next coming days and coming weeks for sure. But at the moment, it still looks good that we can see further price increases for Bitcoin, marking in our heads that we'll could see a little correction if we see further price increases over the midterm. But for now, I would say we'll have a jump in the charts where are the most important price resistance and support zones at the moment, and I will give on from here.
Bitcoin reached a new all-time high, the second time in this week. As usual, we are starting the chart analysis on the daily time frame. In tomorrow's part, at the end of the week on Sunday, we will do a bigger analysis of the weekly time frame. But for now, let's take a closer look at the daily time frame. What we are currently seeing is our new all-time high from yesterday, $70,000. It's the first time that Bitcoin break above the $70,000 price level. A really bullish sign for me currently. What we are seeing on the daily time frame is the fourth green daily candle in a row. Really strong sign. And also we have, for me, a relative strength index, which is very healthy. The RSI is looking good. We had a little cool down on after our sell-off on Monday. So for me, all the data we are seeing currently are healthy. Also, we have strong ETF inflows, 2.2 billion in this week in net inflows. This also shows that we have a lot of buying pressure coming from the spot markets, which is pumping up the Bitcoin course. But it's also looking very good on the 1 hourly time frame. In yesterday's video, I talked about this rising wedge. I said to you, I don't think we will see a breakout to the downside because of all this bullish momentum and buying pressure we are currently seeing. And it came, as I said, we had a breakout to the upside. I told you, will we see a 1 hourly candle close above this uprising green resistance? Then I think we could reach a new all-time high, and it went a little bit faster than I thought. We had our first 1 hourly candle closing above this uprising resistance, and then we had a massive pump to the upside. We reached our new all-time high at 70,000 US dollars. Why we had this much downside movement, nearly minus 6% after we reached a new all-time high? That's because we have a lot of selling orders on the big crypto exchanges from whales and also Bitcoin long-term holder who are now starting to realize all their potential profits, because we need to say Bitcoin at 70,000 US dollars is a once in a lifetime opportunity for people who are bought Bitcoin at really low prices and now they want to realize their profits. But the bulls are back in the market really strong. We managed to pump again over this uprising resistance. So for me, as we can see, we are currently retesting this uprising resistance, really healthy sign. We are still managed to stay above 68,000 US dollars. As long we are staying over these price levels, I don't have any matters or any bad thoughts that we maybe could see another downwards movement. And if we keep this price level over the weekend, I think in the next week Bitcoin could do a bigger price movement to the upside. Currently we are collecting a bit of strength because we could see maybe just with also the spot ETF spice from next week a bigger pump to the upside. That's all for today's video. If you liked it, please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the bell. We see us tomorrow in the next part with a bigger weekly analysis. Bye.